How are we doing, you beautiful people? Kanzi here, bringing you the Void Ice Sheet Super OP Solo Colonist Challenge. Last episode we got in a fight with a bunch of mechanoids. They came in and smashed up the ship. It only has 27 hit points on the reactor, so we got super lucky with that. It's got a bunch of engines and all the important components are still there. So what we're going to do is we're going to repair it up and then we're going to wall it off. We've also got some solar panels that we need to connect to the power grid. We don't have a power grid set up because we've only just arrived here. We got some walls that are going in here. We're going to take this section out across there, and then that means everything is going to have to come around this way. We'll wall off along here, and then we will use this area where there is the water as our kill zone, so it's going to slow any intruder down as they come in. So that should put us in a decent enough situation. We just got to hope that Void doesn't come in and try to kill us off super quickly. I know that's kind of his thing, and I know that he will show up, but hoping that maybe we'll have enough time to get this sorted. And if we do, we're going to be in a decent enough defensive position. Not the greatest defensive position, but a fairly decent one nonetheless. There's a lot of decence there without many decent wording. Yeah, buddy. We do have mechanoid corpses, so we are going to be able to break those down. Not quite yet, because this is pretty much our base at the moment. We've been moving around like crazy. Our first base got overrun, then we went nomadic for a while, then we got a whole load of different resources and nice tech, and with that we decided to hunker down and we made our way across to the ship. There was a lot more of it once upon a time, but it got absolutely nuked by the mechanoids. They came in and they ruined it. There was a power ship here, I do believe is what it was. And then a dark hive came in just along here and caused a bunch of issues. But we do have this, which is the mechanoid ship reactor, which is going to give us 1,000 watts, which is quite nice. Then we also have a mechanoid power cell, which we can turn into a mechanoid power cell power generator, for lack of a better term, and that gives us 3,000 or 5,000 power, which is pretty decent. I'm not sure why Mullen, his recreation is so low, because he should have plenty of stuff to do. He's got a billiards table, he's got a chair, he's got the horseshoe pins, but for some reason that does not seem to be enough for him. So if we chuck in a little table, hopefully that should keep him happy for a little while. Maybe not forever, but for some time. We gotta hope that that will do the job. We are running low on pretty much all of the resources, and just having one person is not the easiest way to do it, because you can only do one thing at a time. He is super fast, he is super strong, and he's nigh impossible to kill, almost. But that doesn't seem to help us too much. Okay, recreation is going up. His food is very, very low at the moment. I thought we picked up more food than we did, but it looks like we haven't. We do have one of these bad boys, a frost door. There we go. Frost door? Yeah, something like that. One of those words. And then once we get that, obviously he can eat it, but we would prefer to butcher it and get some food going. But we have a lot that we need to get done. We will let Millen do what he wants to do. We'll get him to eat just so he isn't losing his mind too much. Food poisoning is not an issue. Millen can get food poisoning, but then he can't. One of the perks that he has in his gene seeds prevents him from having food poisoning and having it stick. Okay, the first rat run is done. So as soon as we can get that area there walled off. Actually, we don't need that bit. If we cancel here. And what we'll do is we'll pick up the insect jelly. That should be a whole bunch of food for him. So once that bit there is done, then obviously they're going to come around this way. And then, like I said, we'll have the kill zone along there. We'll set Mullen to breaking down the blocks, because the more sandstone blocks we get, the quicker we can get that wall. And that wall is basically our main line of defense right now. And we're going to start coming across some pretty massive waves. Our wealth isn't super high, but it is fairly high. So 169,000, but we're on 500% threat scaling, and we're against Void, so there is a lot of things coming in. We've also got the Warhammer the Adeptus Mechanicus mod in, and that mod adds some very, very powerful enemies. It adds the Elder, it adds the Tau, and the Orcs. Elder are super, super powerful. Oh, and there's Tyrannids in there as well, and they're pretty broken. All of the races in that mod are broken, and then the Warhammer mod is broken. This isn't a Warhammer playthrough, it's just I find some of the mods quite fun to play, so we have them installed. It is the Space Marine Gene Seed mod that has made Mullen so crazy, overpowerful, powerful. Man, words are just... Okay, we're going to put some more power in. The reason for that is I want to set up a trade beacon. So if we get this in here, then we should be able to start getting some supplies in. What we do have is we have one of these, which is an orbital trader caller. So once they come in, well, not when they come in, but all we got to do is click it, and then we have access to a trade ship. And we are out of food. I'm not quite sure how we ran out of food, because I thought we brought a lot more with us. And then all of the animals have left the map so far. Actually, we'll just consume an insect for now. That will keep Mullen going. Mullen does have some pretty good perks on him at the moment. So he's trigger happy, he's a psychopath, he's efficient, energetic, healthy, sanguine, tough, and cannibal. So he's not going to have a mental break anytime soon, so long as we can just keep him fairly happy. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to change his work, and we're going to put his construction onto 1. That's going to be his main one for now, because without these walls we will end up losing the ship, which means we probably end up losing the playthrough, which isn't what I want. I want to see if we can get off. So once these walls are up, we're pretty much just going to trigger the ship straight away, because we are not in a situation where we can hold out. We will just get overrun. That is a guarantee. We start getting Mullen's bedroom going. Okay, we'll put an IV drip in just in case, and we also have one, so we might as well use it. And then I think it is going to have to be a steel bed, unfortunately. Not the most comfortable beds going, but at least he won't get any debuffs, and hopefully we'll stay rested a little bit longer this way. The first section of the wall is complete. This should deter sappers. They might still try to go through it, but it will buy us time if they do. There is a good quality double of wooden bed, so we're going to pick that up, and instead of the steel bed, because that'll give him a bit more of a boost. And then we'll also take one of these cabinets if any of them are any good, but unfortunately no, they're not. But still, having one of those is going to be somewhat useful. Just try to make him feel a little bit better. They are awful and poor quality, so not expecting too much. But I can guarantee having them is going to be better than not having them. Okay, just going to put a little bit of recreation in for Mullen, because for some reason he just seems to be in a particularly bad mood. Okay, not too sure what's up with him. He just does not want to seem to play billiards, horseshoes. So we'll get him to, we're putting a chess table for him, we'll get him to prioritise building that, and he's on a food binge. Which isn't too bad, it's not like we've got any food anyway, so he's just going to eat a bunch of carcasses. Just means he is not going to be building for the moment. Mullen recovered from his pigging out. Thankfully, we didn't get attacked or anything bad happened in that time. But we do have an unknown ship chunk. Doesn't seem too bad. I think we'll leave that be for a moment, because we got other things that we need to be getting on with. Okay, we just had a lynx come onto the map. So we're just going to go over and shoot it in the face, and then at least we have a little bit of food that isn't some insects. Seems about right. Okay, we've just got a mechanoid cluster drop straight on top of William. And they got some pretty tough guys in this. So we're going to have to pull around the corner and then try to get some decent shots off. Yeah, we done absolutely nothing to that. Change to the big shooter. Still doing nothing to them. Well, we done a little bit to the charger, but not enough. Okay, charger's down. So we're just going to need to kite them and try to pick them apart bit by bit. Okay, that's one down. And the rest should fall pretty quickly. Okay, William's shield's gone down, but that's not a massive issue. Okay, just because I know we'll be able to take out, we'll shoot the Lancer to start with. Okay. Those phalanxes aren't annoying, are they? Just slow you down like crazy. Okay, we are out of range. And they do have an auto mortar, so we're going to have to swing round and try to take that out before it starts shelling the base, because that would be less than ideal. So as once that ship's done, it's going to be virtually impossible for us to get off this planet. And we need some better weapons. What we have in vanilla would be completely broken and overpowered and just kill everything. But with some of the things that we're fighting, we need some better armor penetration. We'll start pushing in. Okay, and now another mechanoid cluster's coming in. And I'm not sure we are going to be able to sneak past it either. Stupidly powerful. Okay, yeah, that's what's doing it. 117% armor to sharp. So we're probably going to have to run in and try to stab them in the face from now on. Got a Space Hulk. Not too bad. We just uninstall these and then reinstall them behind us. Okay, now we've got an infested ship chunk crash as well. Which, a little bit annoying. We've literally got everything coming in at the same time now. The wall is sealed off, not great, a sapper can get through that quite happily, but that's going to discourage most pathing at the moment, which should work out quite nicely for us. Okay, and after all of that, William just walked past them anyway and they didn't aggro. So, waste of time on my part. But that's good. It does mean if any enemies come along that way, they are going to trigger them, and then if they trigger them, obviously they're going to get shot, which is super good for us. Second wall is now nearly complete. We're only missing one bit there and those 4 in this bit, but that will keep this area cordoned off. So Mullen has decided to build the wall, but he finished on the left side instead of on the right side. So now he is about to wander straight through the mechanoids, and this should get us in a half decent gunfight. Or not. Cool. I guess Mullen knows what he's doing. Just going to put in a little room for some battery banks. Alright, we got an Orc War coming in. And they have landed pretty much straight on top of us. This is going to be a slight issue. So yeah, we got one straight away trying to go and take out the ship. Or maybe not. And first thing Mullen done was drop his Aramite chopper. What are you doing, Mullen? Is that me, or does that look like a riot shield? You don't have a riot shield, mate. Why are you rocking that? Okay, that is kind of cool, but he definitely shouldn't have that. We'll put Mullen on search and destroy. They should be able to start hacking through things. And these war bosses are new. That's kind of cool. So we've got the heavy shooters, the shooter boys, and the war bosses now. But yeah, Mullen is taking a kicking. Thankfully his armor's hold so far. Because if that goes down, we're pretty much dead. It's very good armor he's got at the moment. We'll let Mullen tend to himself, and then we will get on with some other stuff. So we are already out of medicine. That did not last long at all. I thought we would have had enough, but clearly not. We've managed to get the batteries in, so we're going to be able to start storing the power. Well, our surplus power that we have at the moment. We got the 3 walls in, we've got an infested ship, we've got a space hulk, we got a mechanoid cluster. And with that, I think we need to bring this episode to an end.